Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be reviewing the high-grade Iron-Blooded Orphans Rouei. This has been a kit that has been on my bucket list for quite a bit, and I wanted to review it because it looked interesting. So let's get straight into it! The head can move back and forth, as you can see. It cannot move 360 unfortunately, given that the side parts of the torso are kind of in the way, the little vents. The arm here, it has this rubbery polycap, just so you know. It does swing forward, just to give more of a swing when you go forward. So that's nice. The shoulder armor here, unfortunately, is not individual. So if you do bring this up, it brings the arm with it along. The forearms can move 360, it is possible. Thankfully, what's nice is that, oh wow, that looks really unstable. Thankfully, the arm here is double jointed, so here we go. We can get definitely more than the joints here. That's pretty good. And finally, the hands are on a ball joint, and there's no soft part or rubbery parts in there, so it's basically moving around in this hard piece right here. The torso, unfortunately, there isn't much going on other than that there is 2 points of movement or articulation. There's the middle part, which is barely anything. As you can see, it moves like very tiny bit. You probably won't even notice a difference. And this is also on a ball joint, as you can see. It's on this rubbery ball joint, so just know that that is the torso. Same thing with the waist. There isn't much going on other than maybe a few gimmicks on the little butthole. Oh! The back skirt right here is completely solid, as you can see, except for this little piece right here, because this does actually move. This is for storage compartments for like weapons sake. The side skirts, as you can see when I took it apart, they are on that little rubbery piece. So these are able to move up and down. But it's very like slightly. You're not getting that much movement of the side skirts. Rotation is not possible, just up and down. As for the gimmick of the little butthole, ew! Dude! What the? You could basically move this up and down, which is pretty nice. So you are getting a bunch of movement. Cool. Next up, the legs. I'm gonna move this. As you can see, they are on the little pegs, which is pretty good. I don't prefer ball joints on these because they actually do limit more of the movements. So just know that it is probably capable of doing splits, as you can see. Way better than me. These are somewhat able to do 360. I wouldn't recommend it because once you go on that little gimmicky area, this whole leg kind of slightly pops off a little bit, so I do not recommend it. This is on a double joint, as you can see, and that's the max you're getting, which is pretty not that bad. Huh, the feet. As you can see, it's not the typical ball joint. It's this little rectangle peg thingy. It's on this rubbery part too. So, but anyways, the feet. This can move, as you can see, back and forth. Boom, bam, bop.
Boom, bam, bop.
This can also go left and right. I think, yeah, this is also able to not lift. And that's pretty much it for the feet. Onto the back thrusters here, or the wings, the little small wings technically. They are able to go up and down. And they are able to go left and right as well. And this is the max you'll be getting. And there we go. Oh. It's completely linear. Or horizontal. These bottom panels right here are able to go up and down. So that's pretty nice. And that's pretty much it for the back thrusters. There's actually a few accessories that were actually from the Hyakuren. So Yeah, let's go over them. First, we are going to start off with the Rouei's main accessories. I am so sorry. The pistol here, there's nothing pretty much going on. There's no articulation. This is able to store on the back skirt. As you can see, there's this little plug right here. You simply just plug this in. And there you go. It just kind of hangs off from the back skirt. But for those who are wondering how to put this on, it's not that hard. You take the handguard off, simply plug in the pistol, or the rifle, whatever you call it, a blaster thing. You simply just put the handguard back if my little Asian hands can get on it. There we go. And there you go. It's now holding the blaster. Next, it's this little bats right here. Why is the camera like that? There's nothing great about the bat. Same thing as usual. Take the handguard off, and then simply plug in this little bat here. Make sure that this piece is outward because this is technically the front. And then you put the handguard back on if I can find the right area. And there you go. Kind of just sits there. Okay. So the little bat here does have a storage compartment area, so you can simply just plug this in. There we go. It simply just hangs off right there too. Not bad, right? Next up are the Hyakuren additional accessories or at least the Hyakuren's weapons that were on this model kit for some reason. But I'm not going to complain. At least you're getting more weapons, right? Same thing. Rifle doesn't have anything special. There's actually no storage compartment for this, so that's unfortunate, but basically same thing. Take the handguard off, plug in the rifle, and then essentially plug the handguard back in. Boom, and there you go. It's holding a more longer rifle. Next up. What? I didn't mean to do that. Next up is this little sword right here, or this little, I think it's a sword or a knife. I'm not sure what this is, but simply this is the sheath handle, and as you can see, it does have that little storage compartment area. Why? Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why?
Simply plug this in. Other way. Simply plug this in. Simply plug this in. Simply plug this in. There we go. Bottom, and there you go. It just kind of flings off right there. It's basically the same thing. Essentially, take the handguard off. Plug this in. Right on the little cylinder handle. And then you plug the handguard back in. And there you go. Nope, not there we go. Do not go there. There we go. Not so bad, right? And then essentially you can just take this off the sheath, and then you got the little blade out. It's actually pretty cool. Not that bad. Interesting. There are extra parts for this model kit. There's these little two rubbery parts, and then there's this little piece, which I don't actually know what this is. This is the Hyakuren's little, I guess brass knuckles is some way to call them. They're for the hands. And then these are for the Hyakuren's shoulder armors, which is, yeah, I don't know why they included this. I'm assuming it's the same mold and stuff, so. But just know that you are coming with extra parts. Finally, you do come with a sticker right here. There's, as you can see, there are these these are huge stickers. The only stickers I did put on were the little eyes. These are for the shoulders, the torso. I don't even know where these go because I don't really like putting on big stickers, but just know that you are getting stickers. Just to do size comparison, I'm gonna put the Black Knight Shiva. As you can see, there isn't much of a difference, kind of, maybe a little bit. I think it's basically the same height actually, not gonna lie. If you put like the Black Knight Shiva's shoulder armors in the right posture, or like the normal posture. So overall, same height. It's not a bad kit. It's just there's some prior issues that you've already seen so far that are kind of in the way. First off, the head. Let's say you were doing a pose like this was, there was like a rifle in here, some dynamic poses stuff going on, and then you try to move the head a little bit more, but as you can see, it's not popping off right now. But normally, whenever I try to do it, this little top part right there would just pop off easily. But I guess that little bottom section is kind of making the head a little bit better to move around with, so, but do be careful with the head. It does pop off quite a bit. I'm being serious with that. Second, the shoulders. This, it really gets me every time. I know some of the IBO kits do this sometimes, but these pop off really quite often. So especially when you're trying to return the shoulder parts in a normal posture like this, like so if it's like this and then like you have to move this up. Yeah, that back thrusters are really loose. The side skirts were another problem that I had. These got in the way a lot, but I guess there's like really no way to do it. I think these also kind of tend to come off too much at sometimes, but just be careful when it comes to the side skirts. Torso, there's not much going on. It's completely solid at this point. I know I said there's a middle joint there, but come on, really? That's it? Yeah, it's not much. But I think most of your articulations will probably be from that little bottom joint of the ball. So maybe like pop this out a little bit and then do something like that. But that's pretty much it though. Other than that, there are no issues much. It's just those little small parts. I don't know if you can call the shoulder part small, but it's not bad. I think the price for this model kit is around $14-ish, so it's not a bad price for this kit, but it really depends, because of course there's obvious shipping and taxation. Those who are sensitive about stands. Unfortunately, you are not getting a stand for this model kit. Anyways, that'll be it for this review. We will get straight into posing.
やめときな。熱くなってちゃ勝てないよ。茹でたエビみたいですっごい美味しそう。
I forgot to bring my little optional stand piece to put this model kit in, and right now this jumping spider is just watching me like an idiot. I'm like some idiot. And I do feel like an idiot because I just used a bunch of tree branches to tie the stick and to act as my little optional stand piece. So here we go.